for tonight.
Hi, this is Elon Musk. I really hate the P word. They're poor, suburbanites. Neither of the hosts are evil South Africans. But what the fuck? They're both white guys. So I guess I love this podcast. Listener discretion is advised.
Your wiener's the size of a Tic Tac.
That's why your breast smells so good.
Welcome to the American Moron Entertainment Network.
Ugh. Grim memories and bad flashbacks.
Sounds about right for a New Year's, after New Year's show.
Yeah, so...
I gotta change our stuff to, 3 hosts. Well, the old stuff is like, I gotta get rid of it now.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm here.
So welcome to 2025.
You've been saying that for 16 years.
I don't know why I'm here. Yeah, I'm like, why am I here?
Why am I here?
Why am I still here?
It was a short commute.
So now that it's New Year's, do you guys in your family do any New Year's resolutions?
Oh, fuck no. I did one years ago to have no more ever.
Okay.
I always thought it was
your
kind of...
resolution is to never
do it. Yeah.
a resolution.
It's kind of silly. It's kind of like, well, I'll be a better person this year. Hey, fuck you!
You tell yourself off.
Yeah, it's just
I can't even think of the last time I made a resolution.
Yeah, I was going to ask
other than
you
just
if
like
you
in
do
regular life.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Oh my God, I shouldn't do that.
Like, it's not like I'm going to be like, I'm going to go to the gym this year. I think that every day.
Yeah, I think that...
I got to start doing push-ups until, like, I rip some groin muscle.
Like, he and I started last night back in our gym, and it's... Yeah. So we have to work our way up a little bit because when you haven't done it...
Oh, yeah.
It's hard. Exhausting.
Well, that's what I was thinking when I hadn't played hockey in a while because I got hurt and I quit. And then I went back. It was like, 6 months later.
6.
Yeah. And I said, hey, Joey. I said to Bree, I'm like, I'm
I'm
going to wind up having a heart attack. I got to be smart about this or I'm going to die.
Listen, you can just do this.
I'm sitting and smoking and watching
television. But I mean, I literally told her, like, if I'm not smart playing, I'm going to die. And then that's the game I broke my leg. So it was like,
I say that about playing guitar all the time. Not guitar, but playing in
About breaking a leg?
Yeah,
yes.
Go break a leg.
If I don't break a leg, I'm going to die.
Oh, okay.
I already broke my leg.
Oh, well, that was years ago. Oh, my. What was that?
Dude.
The fuck was... What are you doing?
It's not over here.
Sound machine.
No.
Well,
He must have mixed veggies tonight for dinner. Some broccoli and cauliflower.
So should we,
No,
do
not
these?
Sal. My name is Saul.
My God.
Did we have this before?
yes.
We had it
This
a
was the
while
winner.
ago.
Okay.
This one this
The
year
wiener.
This is our
Brooklyn
10,
Brewery.
It's a 10?
is a 10, yeah.
This
Oh,
is the
nice.
bottle opener my sister gave me in high school.
Oh, my God. The stories that could
Notice the graphics on it.
Jim, we already had these in our fridge, right? So these aren't shooken.
I don't shooken them.
Shooken.
Right? Is it shooken? Isn't that the right?
Shaken.
Shaken. What? It's past tense. Shooken. No?
Nope.
No, I think it still works the same way.
It's not a word?
No, it's English.
Oh, okay.
It's not-
Professor, he's probably completely embarrassed by me right now.
Oh,
Can't believe I'm married to that. She doesn't know proper English.
it's all good.
I have my own issues.
I speak good English.
Speaking English.
So, yeah, this one got a 10 out of 10. We did this earlier, and it was Brooklyn
Oh,
Brown.
good,
from
I'm happy.
Brooklyn Brewery.
It's right in
I
there.
know, it's perfect.
Our new
Look, our
mugs.
little tiny
See,
mugs.
I got this giant thing. It
Cheers.
just takes up way too much space. Happy New Year.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, it does smell good, too.
Oh, yeah.
That's good
I
stuff.
love that stuff.
And that's good stuff. Still.
It is good
Oh, yeah.
stuff.
This is like
It's like 19...
close to 40 years old.
Your sister gave that to me.
Right?
My sister gave it to me.
1980?
I think it was like 1983 or 84 she
Yeah.
gave me this. I don't know what the thing was. Maybe it was a party year or something. Or,
She won it somewhere and decided she really
Yeah.
did.
I think she was working at Artifacts at the time. I don't know if they had them there or just, my sister was a manager or something at Artifacts or something. Larry would know. Larry Dresden would know.
Oh, yeah, by the way, this is the shirt.
Because they worked together.
This is why I
for
always say,
years.
is he a wizard?
Harry Dresden.
It's a book series I read. So
Okay.
That's why every once in a while you say that. So
What's Joby saying? I can't see that far.
he says, "Listen to me now and believe me later. We're here to pump you up."
Oh my!
Uh-oh, he's got a new toy. Did you
I
get that
love
for
this thing.
Christmas?
No, I bought it
I
afterwards.
think it makes
okay.
smells too, because I smell something.
Oh.
Yeah, I got the upgraded version.
It's the 2.0.
Oh, boy.
Hopefully, it won't run out.
Hopefully, it does run out.
So, Nancy, do you have a resolution? You do that?
No, I wouldn't dare, because really it's the same of what you said. You know, like I always say I'm gonna eat better. Not that we eat terribly, but
Feels
I'm
like
gonna,
it sometimes.
I'm gonna work out, you know, all of this stuff, and I don't know. I think everyone has the same.
Yeah. If you do it for New Year's, I found it's it gets messed up. I just it's like, all right, well, as I was telling Paul, I'm getting some kind of, I think it's reflux or I don't know, throat cancer or something. Whatever is wrong.
Oh my God!
throat's
Well,
been-
there's a clear difference between
Maybe my throat's been bugging me.
Yeah.
So I'm trying not to have anything that could trigger it. So I haven't had
Like
coffee.
beer?
That actually doesn't do it.
Oh,
That's the weird
like
thing.
carbonation doesn't do it.
I think I thought it was caffeine for the longest time, so I haven't had caffeine in a while, but it's still just rolling around. But
Do you take like Tums every morning before you drink
yeah,
or
they
eat
took
anything?
Prilosec,
2
OTC,
Yeah.
and stuff like
PM
that just to
Saturday.
see. But this actually feels good on it, so I may be.
That might be the problem, though.
Well, I don't drink a lot of carbonated stuff anymore. Like for the last month, I haven't had a lot of carbonated stuff. So it's not
Just every Tuesday.
just Tuesdays.
Well,
Yeah,
we haven't
Tuesdays.
done a lot of Tuesdays though.
yeah. Hey, Tom.
Yes, that's right. That's correct.
Yeah, it's been busy. It's been everything.
There is the world famous. This is Tom's World,
This is Tom's World. Where's your video, Tom?
where he's just doing a lot of interview stuff. He's doing his live cast like
Listen,
us.
we look every day to see
If he's got
there's a
content,
video.
usually it's on Monday or Tuesday. He
But
puts new
it's
content
very
out.
cold out, so
I know it's
get
hard to
it.
go for a walk when it's freezing.
It is cold,
Just go outside.
and then you
This-
work all day.
You need long johns.
This is my rear driver's side tire. It's frozen. That kind of video.
Well, well, he does a lot of history stuff. So.
Were you home yesterday to see me cheat? I didn't shovel. I just used the blower.
Oh, we didn't shovel
We got scolded.
early enough. Our neighbor, Bob, came over to help us. So he had cleared our entire sidewalk, came up our stairs, cleared our entry, and was proceeding to going to clear his car with
my
a
God.
broom or
was some sort of
ice scraper.
Ice scraper.
Shovel.
So I said to Paul, I was like, oh, please, Bob's out there helping us out. I guess he doesn't realize. Maybe he thinks we're sick.
gonna rip your balls off so
So-
you cannot contaminate the rest of the world.
Paul,
I don't think that's what he said.
so
No,
Paul,
that's what I was about to say.
Paul did run to the door and was like, no, we're good. Thank you so much for helping. But he was getting ready to scrape his car.
All right, old man Adler, I got you.
He was like, "Oh, you
I told him. I
guys
said, he goes, I
usually
thought you guys
are
were.
out
I
here."
thought you guys were on vacation. I'm like, no, we're just, we're working from home, and until the workday is over, there's no,
Yeah.
I
I went out and did it lunch, which corresponded to it stopping. And then it started again anyway and
Yeah.
coated anyway.
Yeah.
But
My windshield was coated this morning, even though we
Yeah.
did a pretty good job yesterday.
I just went out with
Yeah,
I
it
took
was
out
easy.
I took the leaf blower out because Howard's guy has a leaf blower like I do.
Oh, that was great. I watched him do Paul's. I was like, oh, that's a good idea.
It was kind of neat because I went out and did
It's been too windy.
I went out and did the cars and I
Makes
did Bree's
sense.
car and it just blew like a snowstorm across the street. Which
Yeah.
was kind of neat. But yeah, it was a lot. I felt lazy doing it that way. But
As long as it works,
Whatever.
I just wanna
you
know-
have to.
especially if you do it onto your neighbor's, property.
I want to know who the asshole is in every neighborhood who has to get up at 4 a.m. on a snow day, walk their fucking dog, and put those footprints down. That turn
Somebody
to
wants to be
ice.
in work at 6:30.
Well, I don't like them.
Yeah, but it's just little prints.
Yeah, but it's ice
It's a
now
little
when I
tiny
get there.
dog.
No, the people prints.
Oh, the people prints.
Because then I've got to sit there.
Yeah.
You got to
You
gotta
just
scrape
don't want
it
them
off.
to fall on your property.
Well, that too.
And that's what I said too. I was like, that's
Hello,
so
Patricia?
nice of Bob
Patricia.
to do that. But
It was very nice.
But I was like, oh, what if he falls and then
What if
it's a
he-
whole thing?
Don't touch my car.
Well,
Yeah.
there's a guy up
Don't touch my car. Please don't touch my car.
Abrams Mill, and he's got this at least 100 feet of sidewalk he never does anything with, and all the meltwater comes down and freezes,
Yeah.
and it becomes a skating rink. And we used to walk up that way all the time.
We have a little puddle too that.
But yeah, it's the drain from because
Yeah.
everybody behind
Yeah.
us drains
And
out
that
this way.
puddle forms on the borderline between both of our properties.
I know. And
does
Bob
that to
has
us, too.
said to us about our water.
Your water.
So I videoed in a heavy rain that it was coming from his backyard.
How is it your water?
Just in case I needed to somehow show him that it was really
It wouldn't
coming
matter.
from.
It would not matter.
But I mean,
his
first of all, this is an episode
backyard.
of Dick Van Dyke. You know that.
Well,
right?
we don't know like what issue is being taken, but anyway, Bob's super sweet. It was very nice of him to do
was.
that for us, but it was also unnecessary. He was just like, "Oh, you guys are usually already out here. Maybe you thought we were sick."
I'm still fuzzy on the rainwater rules. So when it hits your house, you own it. You're responsible
I think
for
so. According to our neighbors.
it. So if a tsunami comes,
If it puddles between the two properties, it's on you.
oh my god! So
Right.
if a tsunami
The
comes and
younger
your house is the last one it
generation.
hits before it wipes out your neighbors, it's on you.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
on you totally.
That's why I
the
never
last
became a
one
lawyer.
that touched it.
Oh, okay. Playground rules. Gotcha. Yeah.
Tag you're it.
Cheese
I'm going to
touch.
have to. I just got a note from Tom.
Tom.
Deck.
Yeah.
Let's go. You're going to be vague. I'm going to play that.
Well, she with
Yeah. Yeah.
So now I gotta mop up that whole thing tonight.
No, there's no mopping.
You know what I'm
It's
saying.
already
But I have to
swept.
I have to. I gotta
Yeah,
contact the other people. Let
Yeah,
them
it's
know what's.
fine.
There's a lot of cleanup metaphors tonight.
There-
Yeah.
No, not really.
It's got some stuff going on.
Yeah. A lot of people
Hey,
are
Mark.
sick right now. Like,
Happy New Year,
Perry.
sir.
Wow.
Mark Perry.
Long time no
Oh
see.
my goodness. Happy New Year.
He likes to lurk.
Oh, he's a lurker.
I don't know.
He's friends with Vito Bratta. Did you know that?
I didn't know that. No. I didn't know he was connected.
It's the other Vito. It's the imaginary Vito.
Gotcha,
But
gotcha.
he's still friends with him. So I think the blizzard of '96 was sometime around this time frame, wasn't it? Like,
In 1996.
yeah, was it around this time of year?
Yeah. Yeah, I remember.
Or was it a
Oh,
February storm?
I thought it was a November storm.
I thought it was March.
Oh, somebody please correct us.
Yeah, because
But
don't be doing no homework.
yeah, don't be doing any book reports on this. But I think it was November, and the only reason why I think it was November, and
It was not.
I am probably wrong.
You're wrong.
Is I lived in Arizona at the time.
January.
And we were in the pool and calling home, and my sister was telling me that they were stuck in the house for 3 days with an ice and big snowstorm. So,
Paul was right. It was January 6th through 8th.
oh, look at you!
I just thought March
Cheers.
because March is what we always
Cheers.
we
You
always
get the
get
prize.
we always get yeah, there you go.
What is it?
That.
Oh,
We always get nailed in March if we don't have a lot of snow. I remember I had like my Amigo, an SUV, and it was in the garage, and I got as much snow as I could to get out of it because I had to get the snowblower out. Or Ted, it was January. See, he knows.
See?
He was teaching
Yeah.
in Indiana.
so I had a feeling, I had a hunch.
Yep. It I couldn't get the damn car out of the garage to get to the I don't even think I had a snowblower. I actually, yeah, okay. Play the. Do we have a theme for shit my dad did? We have to have.
Damn you fucking asshole!
That's good enough.
Okay.
Oh,
So
that was very loud.
Sorry.
so he
He's always a loud guy.
he called me and asked me, do you want to use my snowblower? And he had a really little snowblower, but I'm like, I might need that. Sure. Let me see if I can get the car out. So I had to back the thing out of like this giant hump, and I got over to his house, and none of his stuff was done either.
That
Right?
was your lure to get over there.
And he was already married and had a kid in the house. Like he's remarried and had a teenager. I'm like, the fuck, get this.
Was
kid
it his
working.
teenager?
Sorta, yeah.
Wait,
I don't know. I'm not. So
another adoption?
I don't know. But
We're just borrowing this kid from next door.
we're just gonna just give him everything. But I went over there and he takes me in the garage, and his snowblower is like all blackened and fucked up, and it won't. He's like, it won't start. I'm like, what happened? And he's like, well, I don't know if you guys have been here long enough to remember the Courier, the newspaper.
The Courier, a newspaper. No,
Well, we had
haven't
the
been here.
where I grew up. We had the it was called the Courier Pigeon. It was a little.
It was made.
So
at
what
a,
he
yeah, it was like a weekly paper.
Sucked it up in the.
Yeah, nobody. My parents never took that in the house. They left it to rot every week. He ran over it immediately. It got sucked into the auger and got stuck. So my father and this kid put their brains together and came up with, hey, let's pour some gas on it and set it on fire.
While it was in the
Gas filled.
powered.
Yeah, that didn't register.
Right.
So they did that, and I kind of reacted.
And he owned his own business, didn't he?
I'm saying he didn't die tying his own shoes every day. I'm shocked.
Wow.
So yeah, I reacted like you did, but with a lot more. What the fuck is wrong with yous?
Right.
And so I had to fix the thing and get it all cleared. Then I had to do his thing, drop it in my car, take it back to my house, do mine.
Oh my gosh.
Take it back again.
That was to get you over there to get you
Yeah,
to do
pretty
his.
much. Yeah. Like he never
worked.
He never wanted to say we need someone who has an IQ over 17 to deal with this.
No, nobody would actually say those words. So.
Oh, I love that.
Well, we saw that kid.
So did you watch the game
With
Sunday?
the high IQ was 12 yesterday or whatever he was.
Oh
Nice.
yeah, the kid that's already graduated college.
The math prodigy.
Yeah,
that's
he
nauseating.
may cure cancer someday. That would be awesome.
With math.
With math. That's right.
The
Yeah.
square root of E is E.
Science.
We're done.
It's not
So did
real.
you watch the game Sunday?
I didn't. No, I
No?
figured it didn't really matter, and I don't know what the hell.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was a fun game.
It was
Oh.
a good game.
I didn't
know
want to
why-
watch it.
You know I didn't
Like,
because I was taking out
Yeah,
Christmas
he didn't
shit.
want to watch it.
I was like, I don't know if I want to.
But I always
We've watched
wanna watch
every game
football
except for the one.
Sunday.
I even watched the one when I was playing. When I was down at Craft Brewery. I
Store of
watched,
the Stars?
Yes. They had a huge screen up, so I watched the game while I was playing. But I was on the fence about watching the game, and it was good.
It was pretty good.
fun
You
to
know, the
watch.
back.
It sounded like it was a
quarterback
good
is
one. I was like
good.
shocked, but
Oh my gosh. And then I started to watch the Chiefs game just to see what was going on with Wentz. But
Put Wentz in.
oh no, the poor guy got like sacked 8 times. And it is like, I feel for him. I feel bad
it's
for
something
that
about
kid.
it's something about Philly. It's
I
like
don't know what.
we
what's
get
going on.
even if we get somebody like we had Peter.
This is all he heard.
They were knocking on his.
Oh,
On his
which
door.
is the one.
Oh no, we drafted
he's
Peter
the wrong one?
Forsberg, who was like one of the greatest hockey players of the time, and got rid of him immediately because he wasn't, he didn't immediately win a Stanley Cup or whatever. And I'm sure there was more to it, but I don't remember. But he goes off and he goes and plays for the Avalanche, wins a couple of Stanley Cups. We get him back. He does okay. We always get
but
we kill good guys.
I'm gonna give you a reverse on that though. Barkley, Saquon Barkley,
Yeah.
having the best season.
I know.
That
was the other thing. Like,
He'll pull a hammy.
in my
like,
opinion, because it's in watching
'Cause
the
we
game,
got him, and
it
he-
seemed like it was sort of a light impact game. That
He definitely
he
could have set
have
that
definitely
record.
set that record
Yeah.
and gotten out in the first quarter.
They should have
and-
just let him suit
But
And
up.
let him set the record,
I worry
but-
always that some
yeah.
dickhead's just going to take a run on him.
Well, it's possible.
Yeah.
Not that team, because there's no chance of them getting into
You
the
would
playoffs.
think they wouldn't be able. Yeah, but you think somebody. Yeah, there's
It
always
just-
some asshole
I
that
don't
wants to be.
know.
I don't know. I mean, that's the thing. Philly, either we have somebody. They always get hurt, and then we're just like, oh fuck them and get rid of them, and then like they immediately they bounce back 2 years later and become like an Pro Bowler.
Is that for you?
You know what? You're right. Then they became the Avalanche, right? I think I drink a lot. Sorry. Yeah, it was. That's right. Yeah, that's right. Because Lindros didn't want to play for Quebec. God, I wish I could be that nasty. I don't want to play for the team that drafted me. So yeah, they made some crazy deal to get him. That's right. I forgot about that. I knew there was something.
Isn't
more.
that what Embiid is doing right now? Like, he's definitely going like, yeah, I don't feel like playing today.
No.
I'll make $50 million a year, but
the Avalanche, Bill.
Yeah.
Oh, it is. It is.
Yeah.
Oh,
I like that one better.
That's the other Avalanche bill.
It's the Hershey Avalanche.
Right.
Oh.
But
That's right. That's actually the thing. That's what the Flyers do. They scuttled half the team to get him, and then he got like Lindros.
What about when who was the coach? He fired like half
Hey,
the
Jim.
Eagles. Man, that was terrible. That was.
Oh,
the
yeah. Who
bloodletting
was that?
day.
I don't know. It's just I hate when we get rid of somebody and then they come back and bite us in the ass, you know. And it seems to be a Philly thing.
At least we have Saquon Barkley, and now he's biting everybody else in the ass.
yeah.
But like I said, he'll go out. You know,
Finally, hey, Jim Naffis.
he'll
is
get a
in the house.
beer, raise his hand in a toast, break his
Yeah.
shoulder, and that'll be the end of his career for 2 years.
Well, I'm concerned about Hurts being able to play. But
Yeah, that sucks.
They
I can't believe
haven't
that wasn't even
announced.
He's gonna
penalized.
play.
yeah,
They're
I'm
just keeping
hoping.
everybody on their toes.
But at the same time, if he's not well, let him have at least one more game.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
I mean, it's like that's what hockey used to be. It's like even when they had concussion protocols, and that goes back to the Eric Lindros
But there is
thing.
there is no one more game.
Oh, that's
that
right.
win or
Okay,
lose.
you're
That guy
right.
had
You
a
know,
huge
it's
fight
over.
with the Flyers because he's like, no, I have a concussion, I can't play. And Bob Clark's like, you fucking play.
Yeah. Yeah, we watch, was it Jason Kelsey has his own now late night show,
Well, of course.
and he had Charles Barkley on, and Charles was like, what's with Embiid saying at the before the season even began that he wasn't going to play every game?
Yep.
That's what I like about
How
Barkley.
can
He's
and
like, what
he
the
was
fuck's wrong
so
with him?
upset
Yeah.
about that statement. He was like, you're making all of this money. Your
Sir
job
Charles. Yeah.
is to play the game. Every game that
This-
you can
you know,
play.
and Charles he was saying, he made, I think he said he made $5 million in his
$5
best
million
year
in
or
his-
best
yeah.
career
And now
contract.
they're making $50 million.
How did he survive?
You know,
Right.
But yeah, it is kind of crazy that you can be a basketball player and like they hook you up in high school, but don't tell anybody.
Well, no,
And then-
that's well known now that even high schoolers can get scholarships and
But they get
money
scholarships.
and-
I mean, there
you
was a
know.
guy I was talking to. He was like, "Oh, you should try out for the AHL." I'm like, "I don't want to try out for the AHL." He goes, "Why not?" I'm like, "I suck." But he was talking about like he went to tryouts and they basically said, we'll get a tutor for you. We'll get you to high school. We'll get you a place. We'll get you a girlfriend. Whatever you need, we'll do it for you."
Oh, I'd like the girlfriend.
And I was like,
part.
"That's great." Yeah, but you never know. It might be some somebody from like I don't know, Manitoba.
I know who she is.
This is a question for you because I don't know anything about hockey.
Ted's busy.
Yeah, there's lots of questions.
Oh, Ted, John Tortorella. I hate John Tortorella, and I hate his coaching style. I hate his face. I hate his hair. I hate his nose. I hate everything about him. I think he just pisses off the team. Like he's such a bitch that he's always mad at somebody. And I get you got to yell and scream sometimes, but it's kind of like when Peter Laviolette was running the Flyers and he had that core team from the Phantoms, and they were great. All of them, most of them went on to win a Stanley Cup with LA. And Tortorella laid down all these rules, like you can't go out and hang out with like college kids. You can't go out drinking. What the hell is good? Why am I in the NHL if I can't go out and act like a maniac? What is this about? Like my sister used to drink with the Broad Street Bullies back in the day. They all used to go to a bar in Jersey, and my sister used to have pictures of her with like all these dudes.
Maybe they were trying to keep them out of jail or in trouble so that they would be able to play
they were,
the game
but the
do
guys,
their job.
the guys that he was coming down on, it was like Carter and Richards, and they were two of the best players in the team. It's like it's not impacting their game. They're not like the guys on my old hockey team that would come like, I only had 8 beer. I'm working on it.
He's up to something because he's not a sports guy, so he's already like looking for
No, I'm not. I got some,
What's
put
a
something
sound?
together.
something musically that he's got to rein us back into.
No, that's not true.
But yeah,
You'll
no,
see.
It's like I like it. I don't like it.
Here
when-
it is.
Okay, here we go.
You'll see. It's all related.
Ah,
Oh God, Jim, stop it.
It's not coming from my side of the table.
Flyers penalty on number 8, Dave Schultz. 2 minutes for hooking, 2 minutes for roughing, 5 minutes for fighting, and a 10-minute misconduct.
I don't think this is
it?
copyrighted. I don't know.
Who are the two guys that we met?
Oh, this is copyrighted.
Dave Schultz.
Okay.
And
Yeah, this
and
piece
Bernie
of shit
Perrott.
is copyrighted.
Yeah. So
Well, I can modify it.
we
Yeah.
met a couple guys from the Flyers and got pictures with
Dave
them.
Schultz and Bernie Perrott.
So what was our reason for being at the stadium that night?
Actually, sounds better.
See? We will not get dinged for that. They're emissaries of the Flyers, and they go to the. We were in a special box where they send.
But we weren't watching.
We were at a
hockey.
Flyers game.
We were?
Yeah,
Oh. then
we were
that
in a
makes
luxury
sense.
box. We got invited by a company that I was doing business with.
Yeah. I didn't remember why we were there, but I just remember those guys walked into our box and everybody was like, oh my God, look
Right.
who it is. And I was like, who are these guys? And I went up and got pictures with them. And
Bernie
thought my
Perrott
phone-
came and go, hey, you know me, eh? Wow.
yeah, that's terrible.
He sang on this too.
Yeah,
Dave
yeah.
Schultz.
Oh my God.
104.
Gary may be that old.
I mean, is that real? 104 or is that a joke?
Gary, I think Gary's dead.
Okay. Because
Maybe.
our neighbor, Bob, the same Bob we were talking about that came over to help us with our snow yesterday.
Our snow issue.
No, he's not
His-
dead. Jesus Christ, he's 81.
His aunt is 112.
Something like that.
100. Listen, that woman got out of the car. We saw her a few months back. They celebrated her birthday here. And she got out of the car, walked on her own
I think I have video of
to
her
go
right
in
here.
the house.
Oh, that would be cool, Nick.
And he came over. We were getting ready to pull out to leave to go somewhere. And he was like, hey, Paul, hey, Nancy, want to let you know about my, he's so proud, right? He was like, she's, I think, 112 or something. I was like, what? He said, yeah, like when she turned 90, I gave her $91 bills because what do you get a 90-year-old woman? And he said to her, I cap you at 200 or something because every year he gives her whatever her age in dollar bills.
Nick Cataldi's saying that Rob Zombie was going to do a movie about the Broad Street Bullies, but it fell.
It might have been a horror movie, though.
My computer's now frozen.
I'm just thinking if you're 112 years old and someone says hi to you, all you do is go, kill me.
There's a woman with a big ass on your screen.
Well, I was trying to show you his grandmother, what she does for a living, but
Oh, I don't think she looks like that. No.
That is a big ass.
That's her. She did.
totally froze. That's weird.
Oh. You got kicked off of Facebook.
Yeah, I think Dave
I got
Schultz
kicked off
penalty,
the
that
computer.
penalty box song probably would be
I think it's because
good on Al Albert's
Illustrator's
showcase.
still open, probably. That's what it is. Sucking up all my memory.
That was the word. When was that on? I can't remember. When was Al Albert's on? Sunday?
Sundays.
Oh, it was
I
so.
think it was Sundays. So when I would
They're just like, oh, look, the Mafia's got talent.
when I used to go down to Channel 6 and work,
It was
I
creepy.
feel like
Him
that was
hanging
going
out with
on
all
there.
these little tiny
They
girls.
probably all his nieces and
It
shit.
was like,
Yeah, something seemed a little off.
this is creepy.
Larry Ferrari's set was there too when I was there. Actually, I can't.
Ted enjoyed the big ass too.
If only I could share it.
We still have your chocolate rods upstairs.
Yeah, baby.
We still have some left.
We still have a couple of them lying around the house. I'm like,
Yeah.
And at this point, they're like getting oxidized. They're kind of white. Like, I just like leave them until they
I
turn
think
into
we have
white
like
chocolate.
3 left. You
They're deadly.
totally are frozen.
I am.
Because she's not even attractive. Her ass is big.
Well, I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
I can't see that far
Oh.
People like big
Why don't
asses.
you wear your
though.
glasses?
because then it fucks up everything else.
Okay.
Yeah, I found a guy. I went and perved on your Facebook page, Paul, to download pictures so that you could have better.
That's unfortunate. For you.
Well, because the ones I got for the video for those pictures we do, some of them were getting weird because he's in glasses in every other picture. So I was trying to get one where you weren't. So didn't put odd creases in your face for no reason. So now I have to just get you to sign the waiver if you want to be in any of these.
Whatever. I'll just sign. Yeah. Just give it to me.
I don't think it was
whatever.
Ray Victory, Ted. I think it was I can't remember the guy from Superbug that went into porn. I think it was him.
I wouldn't. I would have to defer to these two with
I don't know anything
porn
about that.
sites.
I
can't get. I'm trying to get the ass lady.
years ago, the show Superbug came on.
There you go.
Like a video
There's the
came
ass
on.
lady.
That's her?
And the guy was from like porn. I just knew that for some reason. I can't remember why. What is that? Way over there.
I don't know. Some porn site.
It's a porn site.
Oh, is that Chat Your Bait?
Yeah.
Is that what that says?
Yeah, you can tip if you like. Or
Okay.
talk to them, I guess. I don't know what happens here.
It just looks like trouble to me.
Yeah. Yeah, Ted, you're right.
How
Ray
old
Victory
are
is a good
those
name.
girls? Those girls are like in their 20s.
I'm sure. 27.
At least
Oh,
18.
okay. Well, better be. Or
as
people
we
will be
know.
come knocking on the
Oh,
door
there's the ass again.
to get his
That's the girl that was
computer.
just talking.
Who was that?
I don't know.
Oh.
It's randomness.
They don't have names anymore. They just
Right. Just
They're
asses.
not using their real names anymore.
big ass. Yeah, I know. I actually stumbled on it. I was not looking for porn, but I just,
Oh, sure.
I rumbled over some news site that said that I mentioned something about Victoria Paris had died.
No.
Yeah,
Really?
she died of cancer. Yeah,
Who?
Victoria Paris.
Oh.
Why were you so fucking shocked if you knew who I was talking
I
about?
thought you said I don't know, Hilton.
He doesn't know. He was
Victoria
thinking
Paris.
Paris
No, I
Hilton.
remember that name, Victoria Paris.
Yeah, she's a porn star from the '80s. And we were
Yeah,
teenagers.
when I was working at
When
Where
like
did
you know
she-
when I would like walk into my friend's house and they'd have it paused and it'd be like oral sex going on. I'm like, am I
Oh, well,
interrupting?
Ted is all in it. He knows. It's
I'm
a
gonna look
year
her
ago.
up.
John.
I didn't know about it, Ted. I haven't been really following her career. But
Did she have a career?
I guess. Well, she didn't have any breasts. Wasn't
here
it
it
just
is,
all silicone?
Victoria
Silicone
Paris.
can't get cancer.
See if I recognize her.
I saw a thing.
She was 60.
Yeah.
That's young.
Oh God.
Oh, I remember her.
That's young. That's a shame.
Oh, I remember her well. She
Gosh,
did.
we're
she did-
only a couple years away from
She did a
that
couple
number.
scenes or movies with, I think, with Tom Byron.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ah, that's it. There was another story. Aubrey Plaza.
Where's that?
She is this
Oh.
woman from.
A person.
She's an actress. She was on Parks and Rec, and she was on.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
Couple
I
other things.
recognize her now that you pulled.
Her husband just recently died, like the other day, and and it was like, oh, that sucks because they're not very old and everything. But I did see another article. It's usually like when I'm scrolling down Facebook, I see this article that people are already guys were psyched because they're like, so she's single now?
So you're saying
no.
there's a chance?
So
Yeah.
you're saying there's a chance. So we watch Sunday morning every, obviously it's Sunday morning, so
Yeah,
every
the
Sunday.
Sun Show on CBS.
Do you
And,
have any of these tchotchkes? I'm just
And
curious.
they put like if it's like someone important or actors or whatever, they put that on the screen. I think they announced that her husband had died.
Yeah, and Nick just said they reported it was suicide.
Oh, that's a
so it's
shame.
like,
Whenever someone's young,
Well, then
that's
there's
the first,
definitely a chance.
You think about that.
yeah. But
What?
If he committed suicide, that ups the ante. There's a chance.
Well, not if
There you
she
go.
drove him to it though.
But we don't know that.
Right.
why the hell would you hang yourself?
No, that's a shame. If you,
Yeah, he hung
we
himself.
think about a couple of people that we were very fond of, Robin Williams and Anthony Bourdain. That was shocking.
I knew a guy in high school that did it, and my friends all blamed me, but I didn't have anything to do with it.
Oh, that's a shame, Jim.
Yeah, my friends suck, but
That's terrible.
wow, that was inappropriate as hell.
Yeah. Too soon? Between the two of you and your sounds. Oh my
Wow.
God.
Ugh.
Terrible.
That's why he keeps this thing pumped up. I can't play anything.
With a rock, I must. Maximum pain I must endure.
So, are you watching any series right now? Are you watching Landman?
I didn't
get
start
that?
that yet.
Oh,
I was thinking
God,
about it
Jim,
almost today.
You have to watch. It's so good.
It's one of the best.
Like
Yeah, I was looking
Billy
at
Bob
that today.
Thornton is just next level, which I like him and I like his movies. He's a little odd in real
He
life,
did marry what's her face,
but
yeah, well.
yeah, but
carried around his blood and shit.
She's.
But
good at
all of
acting.
the acting in that show is very good.
I was thinking about watching it today, and I thought, no, I should probably ask Bree if you want it because
Yeah, you should watch it together.
You should watch it
Yeah.
together. Yeah, I think Bree would enjoy it.
we're caught up on it like every damn thing.
Did you watch 1923 and 1883 and
I
all
did,
those?
yeah.
Yeah, they were.
I didn't
love
finish
them.
1880, whatever.
Yeah.
That one, I just never finished it.
No.
I kind of
The-
tailed off eventually. I'm
The
like,
daughter
I
in
didn't like-
Landman.
She was in
she's
one
the,
of those
the ones
shows.
that narrates the
She-
movie.
No.
that's
she do
not her?
porn because then we'd know who she is.
She was in.
No
I think
porn.
she was in 1923.
Right. I thought that's what you were
The
talking
narration was done by the girl in 1883.
Oh.
If I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that the actress from Eight Is Enough was in 1941. Sorry,
Which one?
I don't know.
Oh my God, 8 is enough. I haven't thought about that show forever.
I don't even know her
See, as a
name.
kid, I always remember that show because they had a Kiss poster in the
I
bedroom.
remember that show.
So we were all-
a whole lot.
I remember it because Mark Hamill was the original brother, older brother.
That I do not
Oh
recall.
God, I don't recall that.
I got
at
an argument
all.
with somebody when I was a TV guide because I said Rick Springfield was in Battlestar Galactica.
That would make sense.
He was in Battlestar. He was in the very first episode. So,
Yeah. Oh.
What a quality television show
I
that
mean,
was.
some shows you remember everything about.
See,
and
Nick,
then others,
Nick Cataldi agrees.
Yeah.
Landman.
I
Landman
did
is
not know, and it might even
excellent.
be Susan from Eight Is Enough.
So Susan, was that the mother?
No,
Who's
I don't think so.
Susan?
Let's see.
Oh no, it was the daughter, Susan.
Oh, did it just go by? Yeah. No, it wasn't. Yeah, that's and according to Ted, she was from Coatesville. I think
There's
it was
a lot
Diane.
of famous people
Was it
from
Diane Kay?
PA.
I think it was Diane Kay. It was in 1941. We cross-reference this with.
Oh
yep,
my gosh,
yep.
she was in a lot of stuff.
Yeah, who knew?
Wow.
Holy shit! Eight Is Enough wedding. Eight Is Enough visits Gilligan's Island. Eight Is Enough
Gilligan's
meets the
Island.
Hardy Boys. Yeah.
See, I think I remember Gilligan's Island more than I remember 8 Is Enough.
I didn't
watched
watch a lot of Eight Is
all
Enough.
of
I was
Gilligan's
when I was a
Island.
kid. I had a kind of.
I was like, please let them get off this island.
yeah, I was kind of annoyed with Dick Van Patten after Spaceballs, so I couldn't. And this was before that.
I
but
find
still.
him to be annoying in general. I
He
always
did the Love Boat far too many times. It's like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, he was on a lot.
Nobody
Yeah.
would love you. Shush.
Yeah, Love Boat was
Stop it.
funny. It was
And
good.
Abby wouldn't have married you. This is bullshit.
Captain
Right,
Stubing.
that is right. I always thought that about 8 Is Enough.
But
Like,
he did
there's
have
no
all the-
way that mom is married to you.
But he had all those kids and a huge house. The guy had to be rolling in bucks.
Right.
So-
yeah, that's what it was all
That's
about,
all.
right?
That's all that matters. Come on. You think Donald Trump gets chicks because he's hot? You'd have Oompa Loompas doing porn. Come on. And no, that's not political. That's just.
I'm gonna drink now.
That's yeah. Yeah, money is an aphrodisiac.
Man, I really like
It's good,
this
isn't it?
beer. We've been drinking a lot of Guinness lately.
Yeah.
Yeah, Guinness is great. We go out to a bar, we'll get it on draft. So
We made
yeah.
stew with it last night.
If I was to have a keg at home, that's what I would have. I would have Guinness.
I would have this, and then I
Yeah.
would be dead within a day.
Yeah. We get a call from Bree. Can you help me?
I
with
need you to
this
help
body?
me roll him to the curb.
Trash goes out Tuesday morning.
Do you remember the kid from Willy Wonka that ate the gum and turned blue and blew up? He's worse than that. Can you help me? But yeah.
Oh, it's funny.
It was funny because, like, and Ted, you'll love this because it was Ted and my old boss Carl Smeltzer that actually got me to like beer because you would close with the guy and then he would you're 18, 19 years old and he's like, you want a beer? Well, sure. What do you want? I'm like, I'll try that new stuff that came in. It was when microbreweries first started, so Sam Adams was new.
Yeah.
And it was the first time I actually liked beer, and that was now you see what.
Yeah.
Now
Oh, I heard Paul to ask you if you wanted any of that near beer that we have. It's Sam Adams.
I have some at home.
It's
I have a
pretty
bunch.
good.
It
is good.
Yeah, it is actually good.
Yeah. Of course, my company, it's one of our clients, and they sent us a lot of it.
So Nick Cataldi says Susan was the redhead. Now,
Yep.
didn't she look somewhat...
It was the shit, Ted.
Somewhat like the daughter on the Partridge Family a little bit?
No.
No, okay, fine.
No, I'll bring her up. Hang on.
I have a hard time remembering.
I do have a vague
faces
memory of her
about
face.
These
Is that the theme?
Yeah.
Oh my God!
I don't
Now
remember
I gotta
that.
find that.
I don't think that that's the same person.
That's Susan.
Oh, I remember her now.
Yeah, that's her.
Yeah, that definitely not.
No.
Yeah.
I remember the mom drove a really cool car, little like MG or something.
Of course.
I never remembered that they showed the outside of the house.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
she used to pull up in the car.
Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't know
It always
that.
reminded me of my neighbors, the Hoffmackles, because they had like 500 kids living in the house, and they like had to put an addition on to fit them all in. And it was
Nobody
like-
was quite sure.
I
where they all
really
came from.
liked the mom though because I don't remember her name, but
Abby
I
or the first one.
was there more than one?
The first actress
The mother
died, so the
died.
mom died.
Did she die for real, or did she leave the show?
I think she died for real. Let me look it up.
Oh,
She was, and she died. No,
Here's
wait,
the
no,
theme.
I was wrong. Wait a minute. God
you're
damn
gonna-
it!
you're
I'm not
gonna
sure.
Get dinged.
Look, it's all perky
No,
coming out of
you
work.
can do that. That's
Yeah.
fine.
Oh, we can.
Oh yeah, they had the cool. Older
Oh
brother.
yeah, that's right. It
Oh.
was no,
See, I
because
don't
the mom was
remember.
Diana Hyland.
I must not have really watched.
The original mom was the mom from Boy in the Plastic Bubble,
Man, television.
Oh yeah.
who was
Fuck.
dating her son in that movie, John Travolta, and she died of cancer. And then in the show, she
Then they
died.
changed the theme to this.
Oh God.
That's terrible. They should have left the original.
Ugh.
What in the hell?
What the fuck? I never understood families like that. That's why I didn't. They talk to
It
each
just
other.
was not real.
They make each other feel better.
He always wanted to live with the Brady Bunch.
I did.
Yeah, because he wanted to fuck Marsha.
He was like, I just want to
was
live
too
in that
young
house.
to fuck.
I would never that
or
young.
even
I just want to
understand
be
what
in that.
was.
I'm trying to think, like, what show, the shows that we grew up with, what family would you want to have been a part of?
Want to be or was? I think I was part of the Bundys.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know.
I don't even know what I could relate my
I don't think I'd want to be
my
any,
childhood to.
I
what
couldn't
show
deal with
we
being any of
watched.
those people. I don't. I would be confused if I grew up in like a family that actually like supported you. I wouldn't know how to react. It would be awkward and weird.
Yeah. So I always thought Leave It to Beaver. I always thought like
This is what you wanted to be in, Nancy. You wanted to be on this.
those kids were
Oh,
like,
my family's the white trash version of that. Yeah.
Nancy wanted to be
oh,
in the
be in Dallas.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe.
See,
Good Lord,
I don't
why?
know. I never watched that show.
neither did I.
Um,
I remember people
I saw
talking about
bits
it
of
a
it.
lot.
I feel like I grew up on the Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah,
so.
that came on.
Oh, yeah.
In
Me
my
too.
family,
That came on
I
after the
definitely grew
Dukes
up
of
on the
Hazzard.
Dukes of Hazzard was when I was a kid. That was my favorite show of all time.
Or Hee Haw. That was the other
Oh dear God.
possible.
And then that got replaced after a while. I don't know if it was off the air or not, but by the Tom Selleck show,
Magnum PI.
Magnum PI.
no, I was thinking
Did
about
it?
shows when we were
For
little
me, that was
kids.
my favorite.
Oh,
you
oh,
know, and then as I got a little bit older, then I really got into Hill Street Blues. It was something my father and
Oh,
I
I
shared.
love
We
that
would watch
show.
that show together.
Yeah, totally love
Did you ever
that
watch
show.
watch shows with my parents like that?
We had a thing. We had to watch stuff. It was a part of. Well, first of all, there was one television in the house.
Oh, I just would hide in the basement or something.
No, we had a
you
small
couldn't hide
black
in our
and
basement.
white.
It was.
It was like, I don't know.
It's cardboard boxes
Like
and flooded,
an
and then my
8,
grandfather
9-inch.
they converted it into an apartment for my grandfather, and that was the end of that.
Oh, Jim Naff says, "What's your favorite TV show car?"
Well, it would have been the General Lee,
Yeah.
other than the Batmobile.
Uh,
And then when the Fall Guy came on, I loved his truck, square body.
like, I
Chevy.
always loved the show Miami Vice. And when I hear the song, it still takes me back to the intro of the show where they're driving down whatever road and it's all
A1A.
green lights.
Yeah.
And they're just cruising through all the lights. Every time I hear that song, which now I
What the
Can't think
Miami
of it.
Vice theme?
yeah,
See, I watched that show once,
I just love that
twice.
scene.
I can tell you the
going
two
down
episodes
that-
I watched. One, Ted Nugent was on. He played
gotcha.
a drug dealer, and he
Yeah,
had
he
like,
said not the obvious one. I like the Monkey Mobile.
The
Chuck.
Monkey
You like the
Mobile?
Modified
Barris
GTO.
cars, yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I like the Batmobile.
Like TV shows, it's actually kind of hard. Movie cars, it's easy. Like I want that CUDA from Phantasm. Or the what is it? The Falcon XT from Mad Max. Either one of those. That's all I ask.
See, I would like the Gran Torino from the
Starsky
movie
and Hutch.
version of Starsky and Hutch, or the Tumbler.
Jim likes the Firebird from Rockford Files. That's a good one.
Oh, the Rockford
So
Files.
we were just watching something the other day, Nancy and I, and
My father
showed the
looked
guy
a
who-
lot like Jim.
they showed the guy
Carter.
who has the actual car from the show. He somehow got his
Yeah.
hands on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really cool. It's funny how things look different, in modern color. It looked very subdued on the TV show. I think the person, changed the wheels maybe or something. But
Well, I know Paul Michael Glaser hated that car.
see, Nick
Absolutely.
Cataldi recognized that Ted Nugent was on. Gene Simmons was also on an episode of Miami Vice. I watched that as well.
I think everybody was. That was like the Love Boat from the 80s, man.
It was the Scuzzy Love Boat.
Yeah.
Scuzzy Boat.
Yeah.
I remember, just like, I actually remember coming.
Don Henley was on, of course.
I was living in Florida, I think, when that came out, and I came back just afterwards, and I was just like horrified to see that show. Like, it's way too much pastel. I can't do this.
It's so funny to now see old shows.
This was a show that was popular
or
at
movies.
that same time, right?
Oh yeah.
That was the show that popularized the don't let them go to sleep with each other. Don't let them fuck because the show will be over.
Right.
That was the
I thought that
paradigm.
was Diane and
That was Ted.
This was the one that I remember.
that
'cause
was
that
first.
it.
Cheers was first.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Cheers kept going when they
Yeah.
got together
I
in this. It was
love
over.
Moonlighting. I thought this was a great show. It was just a lot of fun.
Never watched it.
You
maybe
never
a couple
watched
episodes.
it?
No,
Dick Van Patten's a shady guy, Ted.
It's pretty cool. It is good.
Larry liked it.
Yeah.
He was really into it.
I mean, the chemistry between the two of them, and it's a very similar
No, there
chemistry
was good acting.
of Gwyneth Paltrow
yeah.
and Robert Downey Jr. I felt like
I don't understand why they
with
haven't
them.
done a movie together since Iron Man.
I don't know. Maybe they actually.
They have too much money and they don't want to.
Maybe there's.
No, I mean he's going to whore himself out and be Doctor Doom, which I think is a fucking stupid idea, but I'll love it when it comes out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
of course.
well, we love him, so
That took the thunder out of the room.
yeah, yeah.
I am looking forward to Captain America.
I think we have to have Nick in here, and he's got to be our
Maybe we
resident
should use our movie tickets for
Miami
that.
Vice.
Yeah, we didn't know he had these skills. Where was? Yeah, we got to do. You got to come back. I said Glenn Fry, by the way, a couple of minutes ago, but we're on delay.
Oh right, yeah. What is that? It's like I see Airwolf. I saw 21 Jump Street.
It's all the shows of the '80s.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, I don't even remember some of those.
I remember Jan Michael Vincent.
Now, Airwolf, that was with Captain McHale.
Huh?
Wasn't he in that?
Ernest Borgnine?
Wasn't Ernest Borgnine in that show?
I do not know.
I think he
You
was.
talking about McHale's Army, or what are you talking about?
He was in one of those '80s shows. He played a role in one of those shows.
I don't know. I just remember when Jan Michael Vincent was on the Banana Splits. He was Michael Vincent.
There he is. See,
oh my
I just
gosh.
showed him. Yeah,
All right.
there he is. Ernest Borgnine is
Yeah.
Dominic.
Yeah,
I never watched that show.
he was good in the Poseidon Avenger.
So here's. Oh yeah.
I love that movie.
So about the time this stuff was going on, so you're talking like 84, 85, a lot of these shows.
Pastel years.
I watched Alf because when I worked at
Yeah, he was
an
fun.
appliance store, it was on every
But he eats
whatever night I
cats.
worked, it was on. But there was a certain point in life when I wasn't home a lot. I was at Roosevelt Mall.
Yeah, that was that was any chance I could get out of the house.
So, I wasn't, but I did make time. Like if there were certain shows, my dad and I would still get together and we'd watch whatever night of the week it was. I'd make sure, we were home to watch TV shows together. It's kind of funny. Kids don't, like that doesn't happen now.
We
It
watched
was an
stuff
event.
We watched stuff with Caitlin. We were watching
Football.
We were
People
watching
do,
Dexter the other day, and she's like, "Oh, don't wait for me." And I was like, "We didn't know you wanted to watch him murder people, but we'll back it up fine." But
I loved Alf. Alf
Yeah.
was
He was cute.
I had the stuffed puppet or animal, whatever it was.
Yeah.
I always remember the episode where he was talking to somebody. I don't know if the guy was suicidal or something. He's like, "You feel like you lost your whole world Trust me, I know what you're feeling. And I was like, oh God, a puppet's gonna make me cry.
And here, this is.
So you had an Alf puppet?
I had it. I don't know what happened to it.
Yeah, I had the orangutan from
Every Which Way But Loose.
Every Which Way But Loose. Yes, and I got it in Tennessee.
They only sell those in the South.
And it would just like, it had Velcro in its pants, so I would put it on my back and I would like latch its. Oh yeah,
I had a puppet like
him.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that show.
Yeah.
My grandfather loved this show. We're talking about the A-Team. He said, you know what I like about this show? Nobody really gets hurt, and the good guys always win, and the bad guys always lose. And he would say it every week.
It was kind of like G.I. Joe. Like, wow, these two opposed armies, not one of those fuckers can shoot a gun.
Yeah.
They like have the worst aim.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, nobody ever got hurt.
God.
Car always flipped
Dwight
over.
Schultz was my favorite on that show. And everybody loved Mr.
I always,
T.
every once in a while, we still do
pity
the one.
the fool.
We still do the one line from Mr. T from that show. Like, you know, I'll be like, I was like, Bree wants coffee? Sure. How would you like it? In a cup, fool.
Oh, that's funny. That's too early in the morning for
Like, I'm sorry.
for
What
any
was
language like
What
that.
the fuck was I thinking?
No yelling before the cup of coffee.
That's how we stayed married so long.
Right, that should be a
my
rule.
God.
No yelling.
Now the next one just came. It was Cagney and Lacey.
Oh, I loved Cagney and Lacey.
I've never watched that.
I watched a ton of that
I
because
can't believe you watched that.
the girl I
It was
dated,
such a girl
the girl I
show.
was dating, loved the show.
It was a chick
So
show.
I used to make fun of it. I used to imitate the two of them speaking to each other.
Yeah.
But I watched that every week. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Right?
Are they lesbians? They seem like lesbians. I'm not sure.
No, they're not lesbians.
No, I know. But it's funny. So one of the guys in the show was the guy from the Karate Kid. He was the coach.
Oh,
There he is, Martin
sensei.
Cove. Yeah.
Yeah, David's like, you guys are talking about all this stuff. We like, see, it's you.
Oh, yeah,
like,
yeah.
You want to watch?
Come on, I said I like the Monkey Mobile. Doesn't that count?
Yeah, it counts.
It was a '60s show. but-
Oh, so he wants to talk music.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Maybe-
that's easy.
Yeah. It's
So
easy
what
for
is
you.
your favorite theme from an '80s TV show?
Right. What's your
It
favorite
would've-
song?
If honestly, my favorite theme would have been the A-Team.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
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 I mean, you can look back and go, well, the only one that break into the top 100 was
And
Greatest American
after
Hero.
after that would have been the
Oh
the
yeah,
theme from
that's still popular today.
from Magnum PI. Doon, 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 doon.
I just think it's so funny, like guys like that.
No,
like,
Miami Vice. That is a very popular
Yeah?
song.
But I didn't care for it. So.
always cracks me up, like seeing Tom Selleck in that show because he, they always
Coach
get
was
his,
a good
his
show.
shirt off every chance he could get.
Yeah.
And he's got that carpet on the front and nothing on the back. Yeah,
didn't
and I
like
bet the
that?
back looks just as
Yeah.
hairy too. That's the thing.
Show him your back now.
I don't know.
Sparse.
I need another 5 of the. Yeah.
No.
Speaking of Iron Maiden,
Yeah. Speaking of.
David Maguire. We were watching last night. We were watching on YouTube. There is a guy called his show is called The Daily Doug, and he is a classical composer and professor at some college somewhere. And he
Or he's a villain or something. That's the only other way you could do it.
No, this guy is super cool, and to watch his reaction to music.
he does all kinds of music, but every Monday
breaks
he
it
does
down.
Metal Monday, and he is
Oh, I've seen this dude.
he's
Yeah,
developed
yeah.
a very strong liking of Iron Maiden. He's going to their concerts now. Like this is like breakthrough stuff for a guy like this. Anyway, he last night, yesterday's episode, he did the first side of Peace of Mind from Iron Maiden, which came out in 1983. And he had only heard like 2 songs on it at that point. So, the opening song is Where Eagles Dare. And if you're a fan of Maiden, you may know that was the first album that Nico McBrain played on. So it was a big change, drumming wise. They had a very potent drummer. And they switched to Nico, and so the opening of the album is basically a drum solo of sorts. And it's a full on almost instrumental coming into the album the way it breaks open. And Ariana, hello, and there's the Dukes of Hazzard coming up. But it was really cool to watch him. I got through 2.5 songs, and then Nance came back from her shower, and then
that does get distracting. Yeah.
She's not interested in all that, but she does sit there sometimes.
Oh, are you kidding? How long did we sat there? And
we watched about half of it.
Yeah,
half of it.
Yeah.
But it was really cool.
I mean, you're literally,
it's my favorite Maiden album.
Where people are, I mean, we tune in to see him, and he's literally just breaking down this music, and like his
and he will get into
reactions
some
are very.
really
That's the kind of stuff,
in-depth
and
stuff.
that's the kind of shit you should do in
He'll
college.
tell you the chord progressions.
Yeah.
He'll tell you the timing signatures. He likes Iron Maiden, and I said that, but he really likes Judas Priest. And he just does these really cool analyses of the music.
Yeah, I like watching him. It's fine.
Yeah, I always thought that it would be neat. Like if I was ever going to be a teacher, if you go into class and they teach you poetry, and they're like teaching you shit from like, earliest 20th century poetry from in America, and you're like,
Can we?
Why not just tell the kids, go get your favorite piece of music and bring it in, and we'll talk about it.
But I don't think kids listen to music the way our generation did. So they probably view music the way
I don't
that
care
we
about them. I'm
view-
talking about us.
They view poetry.
Fuck the new guys.
What's really cool is,
They don't like it.
for me, my son has the same love of Iron Maiden that I do, and
Kiss
and Kiss,
but
he really likes Maiden, and Kiss and Maiden I think are his two biggest bands from my generation. And the interesting thing about Peace of Mind, 42 years ago that album came out. Like, that's crazy. So when I think of it contemporarily to my own life, 1977, I'm a kid, I'm getting into music. 40 years before that, it was, big band era or whatever, it's crazy.
Well, it's like I said, it's like,
I mean, and music has evolved into this electronica stuff, but basically there's still bands out there doing what was being done 44 years ago without even missing a beat. In fact, there's bands out there doing now that are popular that sound like Led Zeppelin did in 1971. But there's not a lot of music. You're not going to hear the new Benny Goodman version band out there. There's not a lot of that going on. So there is some interesting, segues in music and the way things have changed.
Speaking of segue, excuse me a moment.
Oh,
Told you.
take your box with you. You might need that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Unleashed in the East, Dave McGuire. That's another excellent record. The great thing about Unleashed in the East is that it had the live version of the Green Manalishi, or Manalishi, or however you want to say it, which Old School does a very good version of it, I think. We do a cool version of that. Maybe you'll do that with us, sir. That would be really cool. Dave's going to be sitting in with Old School in the near future doing a show. Mm-hmm. I don't remember the date.
His vocals are excellent.
Yes, they are.
Yes, and very complimentary to Deej.
He was. Yes, that
Yeah,
was
very
a
good.
really cool
Yeah.
experience this past weekend, having the two of them together on stage. I am looking for the date that he's doing. I had it on here. I don't know. Let's get this. There you are. April 12th at Free Will Brewing. You can see Dave McGuire with Old School. In fact, speaking of Free Will, this weekend, Old School will be at Free Will with Bob Chavis on vocals. Free Will is a really cool little brewery in the Percy area or close to Sellersville. Hey, Dave, if you come out, maybe we could get you up and do some Journey again, because my God, dude.
Very
Unbelievable.
good.
So
Very good.
Some exciting stuff going on in the world of Old School, but there's even more exciting stuff as well going on in the world of, yes, Deej is incredible.
Incredible, yeah.
Instinct has some crazy, crazy stuff going on. We have 3 gigs coming.
He's doing promotions already.
I know.
This is a bit early, but
Well, I got on a tangent.
You got to book early, yeah.
And the cool thing is I'm working on a 4th show for Instinct right now as we speak. In fact, I've been texting about it tonight while we've been on the air. The first show, let me get to the page. It's much easier for me to speak with visuals because
You need cue cards.
I do. I'm not very. I'm the guy that books all this stuff.
It's
mostly,
okay.
so
It's okay. Take a
I
breath.
should have this stuff memorized.
Take a deep breath.
Somebody said that to me. Oh my!
There you go.
That's
I feel much better now.
Yeah. Clean the pipes out.
So here's the Instinct schedule. Let's see. Of course, it's not letting me see it. All right. So February 28th, Instinct is going to be at Harrah's at the Block in Chester, Pennsylvania. And then March 8th, we are at Bar 13. I think we're there with Monte Carlo and I forget the other bands. There's a bunch of bands, a bunch of the bands from our
El Torino.
No, Monte Carlo's a big band, dude.
No, I know. I'm just being a dick.
And then
I'm sorry, have we not met?
Wait, we were talking about cars again.
And then March 15th, Instinct is going to be at the Forest Lodge, VFW. You've been there, Jim. We'll be opening for The Ultimate Live Evil, which is the singer from Land of Oz. He does a Dio show. So we'll be opening for them March 16th. And then...
Hey, what's his name?
Holy moly, I got to find a hobby. You're going to be gone a
We're
lot.
busy. And then March 29th, Steve Desco is who you're thinking of.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of.
March
yeah.
29th, I'm working on a show for the Water Tower with Studweiser, Instinct, and a TBA band. I was trying to get one of the bands that everybody wanted. Both bands wanted this band. But unfortunately, some of the members will be vacationing in Las Vegas.
Oh,
The hell.
wait. Yeah. We got to set our date.
Pretty interesting. Nance and I are going to be heading out to Vegas soon. But we won't tell you when we're there. We'll just tell you when we're back because that's how
Right.
we do things.
You're sneaky like that.
Yeah.
It's safer that way because our bodyguard who lives here and guards the facilities, we don't want them to have to, scare the neighbors with the muscles and all that.
It's terrifying.
But while I'm at it, since here's what I'll do. I'll just use the cheat sheet.
There you go.
So I have here's the shows coming up for
Use technology for
old
good
school.
instead
But
of
you
evil.
do ads every week for these, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
But nobody pays attention. They still ask me, when are you playing?
Huh?
So this weekend, we're at Free Will Brewing. Next weekend, we're at Screwballs, back to home base.
Yay.
With Deej on vocals. So we have Bob this weekend, Deej next weekend. And then Peppers. This is the show you guys should come to. Well, you should come to all the shows, but at Peppers on January 24th, we have Deej and Bob both.
Oh, cool.
So that's going to be pretty exciting. Then the 25th, Deej is by herself. We're playing at the Water Tower with Cover Fire. So it's Cover Fire and Old School. And then we have a run of Bob and Deej shows. Bella Brewing and McStews and the 5-4 and the Smokehouse. And then there's some solo shows for each of them along the way. There's a lot of shows coming up. You got to get out. You got to see this band. There's a lot of stuff coming up.
You've got to get T-shirts made with like all of 2025's.
I'm not done booking though.
I know. Just get the first half.
So
This is how you
it's
make money. Then sell them
evolutionary.
another show, another shirt for the new.
Yeah.
He's got a lot booked.
But
It feels like
I
the
have-
old days when they played 72 shows a year or whatever.
It
It
was
was
more.
like every weekend, Friday
We
and
had
Saturday.
doubles, doubles, old school doubles every weekend.
Gonna be a band widow again.
and then but
catch
Instinct
up on,
wasn't Instinct wasn't
he's
playing
a
that
band
much.
whore, so
Instinct wasn't playing that much in those days.
well, now you got two bands and very busy.
Recording schedules and all kinds of stuff.
At least the podcast is close.
Yes,
Yeah,
but they're all easy commute for you.
Yes, but I
Yeah.
can't go to every show. Tired.
I've seen the show.
I have seen the show. It's been around a long time.
Yep,
Although it's all new show, so I've been out a lot lately.
she has.
Yeah, I've been coming to the shows. And it was so wonderful having Ed this week. I mean,
Kudos to
it
Ed.
is so wonderful. Not only is he a friend, but it was so easy this
For those that
week.
don't know, Ed is he's the extra member of the band.
Yes, he
And he's
is.
depending on the night, he's either 5, 6, or 7.
And he works very hard.
It's usually 6 or 7.
And so we got the privilege of having him this week, and it was so easy.
Nice.
Yes,
It was
he,
so
he knows
nice.
what he's doing.
Yeah.
And not for nothing, because nothing's not nothing. We had Trevor,
Trevor was a great help.
and he was spectacular as
Yeah.
well.
But allowed
setting
you
up-
to relax a little bit.
I was not freaked out.
Right. And Mike walked in and everything was good for him. And
We had one problem
pretty
with the
much
PA,
ready
and everything else was good.
Yeah.
One glitch in the system.
Yeah, it was great. It was great. I hope it continues.
Well, hey, listen, I said it before. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
Yeah.
As long as it's fun, that's what
Well,
matters.
it makes it more fun when
and
you
it
have
has been
help.
entertaining at times lately.
Yeah.
So nothing against anything that ever happened before either, because that was fun too. It's all fun. We're in year 17. We being me of old school. Nance has been around old school since year 2.
Right? Yep.
So 16 years for her, 17 for me.
Dealt with.
Yeah. You got any more brewskis over there, bro?
I have
Anything of interest?
new stuff if you want to try it.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
It's still one
We have
It's only 8:30. This is a good time to try a beer.
these.
Ooh.
Manhattan Shine. Woo! Look at that. 12% alcohol.
Uh-oh.
We got here.
Good thing I don't have to
this
try
is-
this.
Oh, I'm not drinking.
No?
No,
What?
I'm
Come
gonna.
on, we're gonna-
Are you kidding?
You got to taste it.
I will taste it.
I'll leave
but
one here for you.
I really, I won't drink it.
So it's barrel aged amber ale with natural flavors, whatever the hell that means.
That's going to get that little bourbon kick on it. Yeah. I had a bourbon tonight when I got home from work. I always treat myself to a cocktail on the night of the show.
Nice.
My cheat night.
Kansas City.
Only two things that come from Kansas City. I don't know.
Manhattan Shine and what else?
I don't know.
Beef.
Beef.
Oh
yeah.
my God, that smells bourbony.
Let's see.
Jesus.
Oh, it's strong.
Oh,
You want to
yeah.
take the first sip?
Wait,
Okay.
cooties?
Okay.
No.
It's-
Nice head.
You know, you always send the dough out first, right?
Oh, that's really good.
Ah.
It is strong as hell.
Okay. That is not beer. That
That's
is
sherry.
some sort of whiskey or something. Oh,
It's
that-
strong.
I don't think it was just in the barrel.
you're gonna sleep very well tonight.
I don't think it was just in the barrel with the bourbon. I think there was still a lot left in there.
Yes.
There was a sizable portion of bourbon left in it.
I
It
would
is
say
sweet
so.
though. It's got a
It's
sweet.
very sweet, yeah.
Yeah.
But isn't that what bourbon tastes like?
Yep.
It does. It should. This is bitter though. It's
Really?
got a
Getting
bite.
bitter off that?
Little bitter bite. Little chocolate bitter bite. That's okay though.
I'm not getting a lot of bitter.
What would you rate that?
I'd give this a 7.5.
Nice. Oh, it's oh my God.
What would you rate it?
I'm giving this one.
He's going
I'm gonna
high.
give it an 8.
Yeah, see. Dave McGuire, he's like bourbon. Now you're talking. Now we had some bourbon.
I think it gets you drunk.
New Year's Eve we had a few friends over. We Nance and I had a
two?
wedding. New Year's Eve we had a wedding, and then
What are you
we
giving it?
we had a part.
I'm
We had
not
a
rating
little.
it because I'm not going to drink
No?
it.
Okay.
No, I'm not going to skew your.
Sorry, we're just doing
Numbers.
we're doing the math here.
Okay, so New Year's Eve, Nance and I had a wedding. Her son got married,
Yes. Yep.
and then we had a few friends over because we had been
Because
trying
we were
to.
very late to our own.
Nance didn't get
gathering.
here till 11:30, but
Yeah.
our friend John King brought a bottle of bourbon that was spectacular, small batch bourbon, and there's very little of it left. And I had some tonight, and that was a
You
real
and
nice
Russell
treat.
were drinking.
Russ and I were
Yeah.
Nice.
we were going to town on that.
Yeah. Terry's like, can you go get Russell? Can you
He
tell
needs to go
Paul to stop
home.
pouring him drinks? I was like, okay.
Yeah.
It was a nice
Not gonna
little low key gathering. I mean, we couldn't do a full fledged party because we had a wedding. So
And
it
your
was-
kitchen isn't that big.
No, well,
I
maybe
know. You know what?
we need to change that.
Always
Nance.
happens that way.
You know,
Always.
I need to have a room now, like our neighbors, the Coopers, because
Yeah. Oh, that was
everyone wants
spectacular.
to be in the kitchen. we had a few folks in the living room, but nobody came downstairs to the bar.
No, that was
Nobody
the
was in here?
No
That was
one
the
came
first
downstairs.
First time.
No
you know,
music.
we didn't
Everybody
have-
wanted to be together.
We haven't had parties for the last 3 years because
Yeah.
Old School was playing for the last couple
Yeah.
years.
Yeah,
But
there was a pandemic.
And this year was just like around the wedding thing. You
yes, it was a little.
know? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, the valet left my window open in my car.
oh, did
and
you
it was
murder him?
rain.
It hailed too.
hailed.
And stormed, and we got lightning.
Oh, that's right. It was shitty that
It
night.
was
Yeah.
It was,
really
and I
rainy.
left during the height of the shit.
It was
Yeah.
really shitty here.
He
I'm
had
like,
to leave the wedding to come home because
yeah, maybe at the party.
people were gonna be here.
I was just thinking, my God, I'm going to walk down there and be all wet. I'll get all moist.
So it was in between the rain when you got here, you
Yeah,
and Bree?
yeah, in between.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it stopped raining while I was driving on 95.
Okay.
But I mean, it was booming for a while.
Yeah, by the time Mom and I were driving back,
I just kept leaning
was
out the
fun.
window and yelling at the neighbors.
it was like 20 of 12 when I got here.
Well, at least you got the full.
yeah.
I just-
So we
I-
watched the ball drop.
I just remember it was like, what was it?
Oh,
quarter,
I
quarter
thought I
up
pulled
and
my pants up for that.
No, the balls
No,
were.
not at
Oh.
all. No, it was quarter up
it
because
was
I
one
came
ball.
over to you and I was like, are we paying attention at the time?
I know.
No,
I
it
know.
got really close.
When
yeah.
I got here and I was saying hello, then we were like, how
You were like the
much-
best dressed person
Hi.
here, though.
Yes, she was.
Well, I
You and
was
Bree-
coming from a wedding.
Well, Bree did too. Bree dressed up, and I was just like, I'm standing there in like
Yeah.
jeans and a t-shirt, like, oh, should I change?
And she said, I like to dress, so
She
you
doesn't
know,
get to
it
go
was
to-
awesome.
It was
Not
nice.
much,
Everybody
yeah.
look.
Yeah.
Look, it was a nice time.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Yeah.
It's always good to get.
I will
together with
contrast
our-
that to the first party
with
I
our
had here.
group.
The first party I had in this house would have been, I guess, 2003 or something.
That was a theme party. It was all Depends and nothing else.
So in 2003, this was the room where everybody was.
Yeah.
And I had smoke machines going off in the room.
God.
I mean, you used to have
People were
used
smoking.
To play.
People smoked cigarettes.
People would come down
would
and play
jam.
drums
Yeah,
and
there was a lot of
jam and
jamming.
all that. Yeah.
Yeah, there was no jamming this year. Not.
Nobody
Not-
came downstairs this year.
There were a couple people down here at one point.
Yeah.
At one point, I was.
Bree and I were down here for a bit, and there was
Okay.
there were
I was
there
sitting
were
here
folks-
talking to my sister,
There were
and
folks hanging out at the bar for a little while down here.
but nobody was drinking at the bar.
No.
Usually-
Everybody was in the kitchen.
I had this stuff there.
So I think we need to get an extension on the house
We
There
do.
you go. Yeah, just
and
Yeah.
have a proper bar out back,
We do.
outback bar,
Yeah.
like a he
or
she
just
shed,
enclose the whole back there.
just the whole yard, enclose the whole thing.
Well, we
Well,
need
talk
to have
talk
a yard.
to Jim Cooper. He knows how to do it.
Franklin and Bashy need their yard.
Okay, we can give him a strip.
Just throw something up or throw
Oh my gosh.
just throw screens up around your deck. and
Oh
then-
no, it's too cold this time of
Then
year.
you plastic it over. That's what Jim
Well,
The hot tub sticks out of it, believe it or not.
did. Does it?
Yeah, it protrudes 4 inches on one side.
I
protuberance.
really hope you decide not to play out anymore for New Year's Eve because all of our friends since Paul Morgan's memorial,
Yes.
we said we need to get together at least once a year, and
It needs to be more,
everyone
but
does
that
need
definitely-
to see. Well, we're gonna do summers with Dave.
Summers
and
with
Barb,
Dave. It sounds like a
and
movie, I
then
think, yeah.
we'll
Okay.
do New Year's Eve here. There you go.
It's like Halloween. We always had such grandiose plans. Like we're gonna get together and we'll drink it. Bullshit. We're
We are
working.
too busy.
too busy tearing shit down.
We get to.
Christ.
We're lucky if we get to walk to see each other. What we did.
Yeah.
You know.
And it's funny because I think did Chris and his family come by?
Christian.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, I could because I wouldn't have noticed because people were coming by and I'm just like, here, have some candy. Have some candy. Have some candy. The ghost of my parents could walk up and I just give them
We
candy.
met a lot of our neighbors this year.
We did.
At our Halloween. I mean, it was such a nice day. We got over 200 people.
They were afraid to come down for a while. I'm like, go down there.
Oh yeah.
It's no weird. I think we
Oh yeah,
kinda
see, it's
made
funny.
them feel
so
better about that.
Jim Naff has sent me, and I saw this earlier. It's that house. They have the shed bar in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I keep thinking I
That's
want to
so
get a
cool.
shed put in the back, right? The problem is
I would love to do that.
Yeah, well here's the
Yeah.
problem.
But nobody's gonna go
If
out there.
if I put a
Mice.
shed back there, well, first of all, if I put a shed back there, I'm gonna want to make it into my workshop. because I like right now I'm working
Be
on
full of
Halloween,
Halloween
stuff.
stuff.
I'm working on stuff right now, but I can't do anything because I can't go outside
Right.
with solvents and shit because it's
Yeah,
too cold.
it's too cold.
So I want to make it a workshop,
I don't
but I
like
also want to
winter.
make it a storage
I know what you're
and
doing,
I also want to make it
by
a
the way.
fucking man
It's
cave.
everything.
So you and I are linked by some account,
Oh,
and something came into my feed, so I know what you're doing.
you do?
I do.
Oh, well, don't say it.
Isn't that cool?
No spoiler
what-
alert.
I'll talk to you about it.
Text me right now. I need to know.
You can't. I can't wait. I can't stand it.
It was cool. Like,
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit, why?
darn
Some
it.
sort of. It's a type of a helmet.
Oh, that. Okay.
Isn't that cool?
So you guys are
yeah,
linked
oh, yeah.
on your.
That's so
oh,
fucked
boy.
up. Like, because of that one. I think it's something to do with the podcast.
Yeah.
It linked, and I had like
Oh,
a
you know
suggestion come up.
why? Because when I go to YouTube,
Uh-huh.
it's the podcasts thing. It's the
Okay.
podcast account. So a lot. So yeah, you probably some from Evil Ted. Not you, Ted. The other Evil Ted.
It was a video on how to make something.
Yeah. It's probably Evil Ted. Yeah. I've been talking
Isn't
to him.
that crazy, dude?
Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love it.
I'm
I
trying
love
to.
it.
I'm trying. It's so funny because I'm trying to go easy this year.
Mike Duva. He said Mike Duva's here. Where's Mike Duva?
I don't know. I haven't seen him.
Where?
Last year's costume was ridiculous, and no one cared anyway. But I'm making an easy one this year.
Mike Duva's been a long time person that we've been trying to get in to have here on the show. We had a rock solid date at one point, and then he got sick.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have Mike Duva in here.
Well, I blame Kenny for that. He probably got him sick.
So Mike, I've been friends with Mike for a decent amount of time, and I knew him from back in the days of the Cell Block.
Didn't Mark Perry and Mike Duva do something with you before, or was it not?
No, it wasn't.
Mike?
No, Mark Perry and Rick.
They grew porn stashes
Okay.
back in the 80s.
But
It just goes back to
Mike
porn.
Mike Duva. So
yeah.
when I have to have this thing here at the house. This is quite a years back now. Used to do a thing called Guitar Mageddon. And it sounds kind of crazy, right?
I like it.
So I would get like
Anything
five
with Mageddon in it. I
to
like.
10 guitar players together, usually closer to 10. And I would tell them, listen, bring as many guitars as you want, but bring like at least like 4 or 5. And we're going to do.
If you don't own 4 or 5, fuck you. Don't even come.
Oh,
They weren't in the club, but
We He-Man non-guitar
That's
player.
just
hater.
so we would do guitar show and tell, and Mike was one of the guys that participated in this, and Mike brought down I think like 6 or 7 guitars, and it was really cool. So each person would bring out a guitar, and then they'd talk about it, and everybody'd ask questions, and then we'd plug it in and talk about the guitar, and then another guitar would come out, and
I missed all these years. I didn't come to the studio.
It was a very manly thing. They sat
All right.
down.
you were here when this went on.
It must have because I remember.
Did
Mike,
you guys do the prayer? This is my guitar. There are many like it, but this one is mine. That whole thing.
So for me, it was, I didn't have to bring anything. Everything was already here. I didn't have quite this going
You
on
didn't
in
have
those.
those.
Honestly, I probably had about a half of these,
By the way, this is seriously.
I'm
freaking
enjoying
strong.
it.
I love
It's
it.
good.
I can't believe you're almost done.
You got to
that
remember
drink.
though, that full is up to here on that.
Correct.
Okay, that's true.
Don't judge
It's
me.
a very
Yeah, it's a huge
wide
Yeah,
cup.
like this will take 24 ounces.
Okay.
Jim Nafis is now sending me a picture of his garage, and I know you have some gear in there. Oh, he said he's got the bar inside his garage, and he's got a workstation, for doing handy stuff.
It'd be nice if you moved a car out of the garage when we could convert the garage.
If I moved, my Mustang lives there.
That's a problem. I'd have to get like at least. I would need
car.
at least 2.
Okay, so let's build a 2-car garage in the back,
We don't have
in addition to
room
the
for
house,
that.
and then we can do
We
whatever
don't
you
have
want.
room for all that.
There's plenty of room back there.
There's
You'd be
not
surprised.
enough room back there.
2-car garage would
Like
fit back
we
there.
used, in our old house we got we had like a 20 by 15 foot barn that they just brought to our house and dropped on our
Yeah,
lawn,
we don't have space.
which
for
is
that.
creepy as hell. But
Yeah.
I have a 20 by 30 10 or 10 by 30 10.
But I was thinking like it would be neat to get another one of those, but the one we had rotted and it was a bitch having to replace that back wall every year. but I don't know how they would get the
We can
lull
attest
to
to that.
carriage it. You know, like they would have to get a lull to drag it into the back, like pick it up like a giant forklift and drop
Yeah,
it.
they'd
I don't
have
know
to
that there's
take a
room.
crane and
They
like
use a
lift it
crane.
over
No, it's
our
not a
house.
crane. It's a lull. It's a giant forklift,
Okay.
and they lift it up, and they just
I'm not
drive
doing
it in the
that.
back and drop it.
I've seen them do it with cranes.
I've
though.
seen.
We're
Yeah,
not
I understand,
doing
but the guy did it with a lull.
Well, good for him.
Hey, you know what?
Our hot
You-
tub
You
they
don't even
did
know
on
what a lull is.
our hot tub they did on like rolling dollies, which we thought it looked like
No,
dangerous.
they took big PVC. Remember how they did
how they
it?
built
and
the
they
pyramids.
took PVC and they rolled it on
I remember-
PVC pipe.
But I thought they got it into the backyard by a dolly of some sort.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Did they use the Hebrew
Because
slaves?
I was here for
No, but it was interesting to watch them deliver that.
Sometimes
it weighs
it's weird,
it weighs
yeah.
like what 400 pounds or something, or 900
400, a lot
900
Dry,
more.
yeah.
900 pounds dry.
Yeah, a lot.
What do you guys remember when we were putting the pea stones out
Yeah.
back? We bought 6 tons of that shit, and it was dropped on our driveway, and I shoveled it.
Oh my God, Jim.
Well, I'll tell you what. Back in the day, I used to get mulch delivered every year.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have 2 nickels to rub together, and somehow I got the fucking mulch.
There's
and
free
they,
mulch
Because you're crazy.
over
I
at
guess it was cheap, but
over Hauser.
this Mr. Mulch would come. They'd bring their dump truck, and they would fill the side of the driveway. And I would spend the next 3 days with the
Wheelbarrow.
wheelbarrow,
Yeah, it's
because
it-
1/3 of the yard was mulch.
Right. And our pest control company says don't put that near your
It will
house
draw
foundation.
termites.
It
does.
draws
We-
ants and termites.
we the mulch they have over at Hauser for free at Upper
Apparently
Marion
bees like
is
Yeah, we got to get rid of that.
great. It's really fine, really good, black, rich stuff. Fuck that. I'm planting grass. I'm not doing that mulch shit anymore.
yeah.
It's not good.
No.
I think we just need to do stone or something.
I like
Not
getting
do
stones.
mulch. Yeah.
Stones. I think.
But we bought that.
Stoned.
We bought that
Maybe in
goddamn
Vegas.
It's been years.
gazebo, right?
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, Planet 13.
What?
Gets
We've been dying to get you guys to come over to the gazebo. Every summer, it's blisteringly hot, and we haven't had a chance. And then the last couple of times we're going to do it, it was like I was like, yeah, we can get away maybe this weekend. And then it got shitty, like storms blew it. But one of these nights, we have like the gazebo has curtains that go around.
Yeah, you have a TV in
and
there,
we
right?
have that projector, and we want to do like a
Oh,
we want
that's
to do
cool.
like
We do
a movie night.
Oh, let's
that'd
do
be
it.
cool.
So one of these days we're
Yeah.
going to do that when the weather actually behaves. I
very
understand
good.
global warming's not a thing, America. Fuck you guys.
Mike Duva
But,
is in
you
the
know,
house now. By
Is
the way.
he?
Oh, Mike.
Oh, hey, there he is.
We were talking about you, Mike. We were talking about Guitar Mageddon.
I'm saying we were talking about you.
What's funny? So this year, Nance and I, we did the whole mosquito control thing. We did it. We've done it for a couple years.
And
now.
we didn't sit outside.
And this year we didn't sit outside. I don't know what the fuck we were doing.
but we got to get mosquito control.
But it is
Just
nice
didn't
because when I was
sit
mowing the
outside.
lawn, I wasn't, getting bit up.
Bree
so.
got bit by a mosquito twice yesterday.
It actually does work. I know.
Can't figure that one out.
Is that what they call that?
Yeah. But yeah, we have bad mosquitoes out back because your yard, our yard, we get all that water. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. We just use the mosquito coils and that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm. We used to, but then we stopped sitting outside to have dinner and breakfast and
But
everything.
we were literally cooking and eating and
We were out there all
watching
the
TV.
I
See,
love-
Mike remembers Guitar Mageddon.
Nice.
Oh my gosh.
I love going out
were
when
fun.
it's a nice day and just sitting out on that front. Like when we first moved in, apparently the people who lived here before us had like a pub table, 2 pub chairs on that little rate where we put our candy for Halloween.
Oh,
Yeah.
Where we have our chairs.
I don't recall that.
They were saying that they did that.
I don't remember.
We were there.
But how many years? So what year did you move here?
2012, 11, something like that.
Oh, I was here a long time.
No, wait, 20, I don't know. 2012, I think.
So Nance
Bree's
was,
probably listening. Going,
Nance was here for
fucking idiot.
3
years.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we met you guys twice. We met you guys when you were walking the dog one time.
walking the dog.
Yeah.
Yeah. It must have been Penny.
Yeah, it was
It
Penny.
had to be Penny.
Yeah, and we were talking to you guys, and I'm so idiotic. I just remember you oh God, you were wearing a Gibson T-shirt and you introduced yourself as Paul, and the whole time like, why isn't he wearing a Les Paul shirt? And I don't know why
He's
that
a
got
guitar
stuck.
guy, and
It
his
got-
name's Paul.
I know
There's
that
no way
idiotic
that's
thought got
Paul.
stuck in my head, but it wasn't until, and then like what was it, like a year, 2 years later, it had to be like a year later, or at least Halloween, when
when you came up
Well,
with it.
I'm
here's
just
the
sitting
thing
there
about
like,
us.
wait, that's
It is
that
so
guy.
we keep to ourselves. We know our neighbors, all around us because they're all elderly, and we try to look out for them. And
And
we
apparently
really
they
don't.
look out for us.
We really don't venture out to know our other neighbors.
But now you're
Unless
fucked.
they go to Screwballs.
But now I'm on a chat line with a whole group of neighbors.
And now I have your phone number.
And so now I'm getting group chats.
Yeah,
from
you and me both.
the neighborhood. So
I am luckily not in that.
We-
I have
he
enough
is
chat
not.
groups.
I was
have
gonna
enough-
add him
we
just
moved
for
the
fun.
line because the line was our house.
Now it's our
that
house.
that end of the street was stopped at my house, and it was all parties
Mm-hmm.
and stuff. Now it's moved down to your house.
now it's
So we'll be getting invites to all the things that I can't do because I'm too busy playing.
But
Right.
they're cool, man. They're great people. They
they
really
are
are.
really
they were
nice
wonderful
people. It
people.
was
I remember when
really great
when-
to meet a lot of our neighbors.
we were thinking of moving, and like we were trying to get.
You can't
out of
move now.
No,
Not allowed
to here. And Brie was saying, I want to move to a place like Stars Hollow from Gilmore Girls.
Oh.
And she's like, "Thank you, we got it." This is
Yeah,
like that.
it
'cause
is like that,
It's
I
the
guess.
first time we.
I never watched that show, but I'll
But
take
it
your
was
word.
like-
for it.
Somebody told me I look like one of the girls
Yeah,
They
at
did,
the
yeah.
party. They were like,
Lorelai
"You
Gilmore."
look like so and so." I was like, "Oh, I've not watched the show. I don't know
So
if
what we
that's
have to
good
do
or
is if
bad."
the house
She was
between
like,
us-
"It's good."
The house between us ever goes up for sale, we just have to buy it.
Right. So
This
no one else
this is
can
who
move
they, this is
in.
who they thought you looked like.
Yeah. And I'm like, Paul pulled it up. I was like, I guess.
I'm like, okay, whatever. But it's like but they no, they're good. They're good people. It's so
Yeah, they
cool
are
if
good
you guys finally got in, because I've been saying we should just bring them anyway. Just fuck these. I don't care. Just bring them.
Yeah.
And of course, I had to go in
Hello,
there.
neighbors.
I had a gig, so I was dressed in my stage regalia.
Yeah.
Which
Well,
is-
they know that ahead of
Dude,
time.
I was wearing weird shit too. I had zippers all over
You
my
did.
pants and
Yeah.
stuff. They're used
Yeah.
to that.
It was just, that's not how I would normally.
I should have worn my Christmas sweater, and I didn't.
I don't know why you didn't.
I chickened
Oh,
out.
you chickened out.
Yeah, I chickened out.
You wore it the next night to the depot, though.
I did. I wore it to the depot because the depot said,
was an ugly
"Bring your
sweater,
ugly
yeah.
sweater," and I did. I wore it well.
There you go.
Yeah, it was really ugly, but anyway,
That was a rough couple of weeks. It was
we were very busy.
very
over
busy.
The holiday.
I was in a lot of bars.
Very
That happens.
I think this weekend's going to be very bar oriented.
I'm kind of shocked.
I think this whole month.
Cover Fire's playing at Screwballs on Friday night.
Oh, it's
Are they?
promotion time.
Oh.
And we have a lot of friends in Cover Fire. Paul Altamari. And Diego
You
is the
wandering
singer.
down there?
I may.
Yes, he's already at.
Yeah,
he's
I'm going.
already like.
I got to go.
Yeah, he of course.
I got to
he's
support
going.
Diego.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Diego's playing
good guy.
January 31st with his original band at Sweeney's, and I'm thinking I'm going to that too. It's a little bit of a hike, and hopefully I don't get a flat tire and have to change my car in a parking lot.
Sorry. It's fun.
Oh wait, I don't have any spares, so I'm screwed if that
Yeah,
happens.
I don't
But in
either.
any event, yeah. So
Just drive on the rim. What's the
so
word?
if you
Look
want to
kinda
see a
cool.
great cover band, they do a lot of 80s and 90s, a lot of 90s stuff. Cover Fire will be at.
You gotta remember, 90s is
Screwballs.
like oldies stuff now. It's
It
like
is
old
now,
school rock
of course.
now.
I'm
Yeah.
playing stuff from 40 years ago. They'll be at Screwballs this Friday night in King of Prussia. Saturday night, I will be with my favorite band, Old School. Well, Instinct is my favorite band, but my favorite cover band.
Stop! Don't do that.
It's
like,
fine.
They're
They're
my
my
favorite
children.
child.
They're
Stop
my
that.
children. Yes, I'll be at Free Will Brewing, and we will have Bob Javis on vocals. It's going to be an exciting night of 3 hours. It's a 7 to 10 show. Ooh. So we'll be doing 2 long sets, and we're going to be doing a lot of.
That changes my mind.
I had a feeling. I was like, she's.
Yeah, but he drugged me out to a bar after his show
yeah,
to
that's
have
what he
more
does.
drinks.
Yeah, we went to Peppers
to
last
2 in the
weekend.
morning, and I was like, "Oh, I thought this was gonna be early."
Do you have the Uber app?
I was whining.
She wanted the drop-off app.
I wanted to. I
Be
was
careful.
She wanted to kill herself.
Like, I was like,
Be
just
careful,
drop me
though.
off. He was like, but I can't. You're my driver.
When I was 9, my parents took me over to the rib house, and I whined, and I got the shit kicked out of me when I got home. So be careful.
Oh, okay.
I don't raise a hand to a woman.
Yeah.
You better not.
No.
That's not my MO.
No, Jim doesn't either. So let's just be real.
What, did
so,
I say I did?
No, you didn't.
I raised a
so, and I
finger.
know you wouldn't. So yeah.
I actually run away from women when there's a fight. You guys don't fight fair.
So is Kat doing a show tonight?
She is doing a show in 1
I
minute.
saw an advertisement
Yeah,
for her.
in 1
earlier
minute.
today.
She's doing a new band. There's a new I don't know what the hell it is. Some band, but Matt Porter promoted
Oh,
it.
look at that.
She's doing a whole thing. So on MontgoRadio.com in 1 minute, less than 1 minute. So get the hell over there now. The Cat Call on MontgoRadio.com. She will be playing some new band that she is highlighting tonight, and it'll be really badass. So listen in.
And,
Awesome.
and speaking of that, one of these days we need to get Matt Porter in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. You should.
I don't know how we're going to do it, but I'm putting it out there, and you people can
You
tell
just
him.
have to
I'll go yell at
call
him.
him.
I'll bug him.
He needs to get his ass down here.
Yeah.
I think that would be cool. He's a busy guy. I know. He's very. We just do it like a weekly.
He's got a lot
something.
of shit going on. Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
Well,
All right.
oh, it's still rolling all the TV shows from the
Oh,
70s.
yeah.
Wait, was that Fish?
No.
No, it's a show that you're not allowed,
Cosby,
you're not allowed to
yeah.
watch that.
Cosby Show.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
Not allowed to watch that anymore.
Yeah.
You can watch it, but
What was it? Wow, this went quick.
See?
it
Yeah.
helps when you
Yeah.
12% alcohol beer and stuff.
Yeah.
See, that is the truth.
Yeah, I'm still nursing my Brooklyn.
Oh my God, that's loud.
Make sure you tell your brother Stuart.
What?
About us.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
All right.
So yeah, so we'll be back
Two
next
dorks and a
week.
chick.
Yeah, that's about right. Yeah, that's pretty much. Yeah. Did you like the photo promo this?
That was, I was flipping
Oh, that
out.
was cute. Yeah, that was funny. He showed
I didn't
it
even
to
know
me.
what was going on. I just saw Gene Simmons, and then I'm like, wait a minute,
I
that's
was
me and
the-
Jim.
Yeah, it's the P word.
And you got the better looking version.
Finally. Usually I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
I've got better photos of you now. It'll work out better.
Yeah.
But it did.
All right.
That's what I was telling Bree. It's like it really depends on the photo if it works or not.
Yeah.
But yeah.
God.
So we'll do this again next week at 7:30.
Yeah, yeah. Band
Okay.
practice next week, Nance.
Okay, whatever.
Bullshit from now on, your private snowball.
How does that impact her? She just goes.
It doesn't impact me except I have to go in
She has
her
to-
room to hide because
her
it's so
earplugs.
loud.
I'll buy you the bottle of wine.
No shit.
That's okay.
Just get
Hide in the hot
touch-
tub. Oh, it's right there.
Get in touch with Bree. Just crack open a bottle of wine and go nuts.
Yeah.
So you guys
I'll
can
go hide.
commiserate on like, why did we marry these children?
That's right.
It's a never-ending thing.
Yeah, dang.
All right. Well, with that, good night,
We're out.
everyone.
So
Night.
We'll see
good
you
night,
next
folks.
week.
See you next week. Have a good one. Thanks everybody for stopping
You're
by,
nothing but unorganized, grabastic pieces of amphibian shit.
and we love you. So thank you for tuning in. Good night.
Bullshit, I'll bet you could suck a golf ball through a garden hose.
You're great. You took a marketing class, didn't you?
We're out.
We're out.